Okay, so this is take two because my dog got a piece of tape stuck to her paw and couldn't really hear anything over my laughing. So I do have a dog here with me. This is Maggie. This is my girl. She's 12 and she's hanging out with me in the classroom today as I'm going to read to you and teach you about character. All right. So we're going to talk about identifying characters. A character is a person or an animal in a story that takes um, part in its events. So when you're thinking about characters, some things that you can think about is what they're saying, what they are doing, or how they're feeling. It's super important to make sure that you're asking those questions about characters so that you can also understand the story better. So to help us talk more about character, we're going to read a story called How the Camel Got His Hump. And this story is about a camel, this little guy. He's one of our characters. And it's going to talk about maybe how he's feeling and some different things that he does or doesn't do or say. There once was a lazy camel that lived near the desert. He did not live alone. Help us gather the hay, said a horse. If we wait too long, the wind will blow it away. Ugh, said the camel. He did nothing. So who's asking the other to do something? See, I've got the horse and he's asking the camel to help. And the camel's response or how he replied to him was, or, I don't want to do that. That makes me think that maybe something might be wrong here, and I'm not sure what that is yet, so I'm going to keep reading. Help us collect sticks for the fire, said a dog. Cold nights are coming. Huh, said the camel again. Help us plow the field, said an ox. We need to grow food. Huh, said the camel. He did nothing. So again, we have a character asking the camel to do something and the camel's not doing it. Maggie, come here. The next day a genie came. He said, I feel something is wrong. What is it? The camel doesn't help, said the horse. We do all the work, said the dog. The ox nodded. He just stands around. The genie said, let's see about that. Yeah, I'm wondering what this new character, the genie, is going to do in the story. I wonder what she's going to say and how she might be feeling. Then the genie appeared next to the camel. You need to change your ways, he said. Humph, said the camel. So far, it sounds like the camel is still pretty lazy. Is humph all you can say? The genie asked. Humph, humph, humph. Very well. I will give you a humph that you will always remember, the genie yelled. I wonder what that humph could be. I don't know. Maybe look at the camel. What's he missing? The genie waved his arms. The camel's back began to puff up. Soon a big humph or hump stuck out. From now on, your hump will remind you of one thing, the genie said. You care only for yourself. And camels have had humps ever since. So, this character, the genie, what did the genie do? It seems like the genie's character came in and changed how the camel was supposed to do things. I wonder how the camel was feeling about that. So we had a couple of characters in our story overall. Can you tell me some of them? And I'll give you a minute to think. All right, so the first character we had was the camel. And the camel was the grumpy one, the one that really didn't want to do anything, was very lazy. and not motivated or unmotivated. Then we had the horse, and the horse was trying to encourage the camel to do what? Get the hay, right? And the horse was telling him that if he takes too long, it's going to blow away, and that would cause a problem. So it sounds like these characters are trying to help him so that these problems don't happen. And we also then have a dog and an ox, as well as some other characters in our story. All of those characters help to tell the story. They all had a different part to play in the events that took place. Without characters, a story really can't happen. So I have some questions for you, and you'll find this page in your work. Okay, we're going to start up here at the top with this one, and it says, who gathers hay? So we know that it can't be the camel because the camel didn't do anything. What about the wind? Is wind going to gather hay? No, so it can't be that. What about the horse? Yes, the horse does gather hay. We check all our answers here and we come to find that the horse is the best answer. We're going to circle that, so go ahead and circle. Question 2, same page. The character is the camel in the story. What does the camel do? A, the camel plows the field. B, the camel collects sticks. Or C, the camel does nothing. What does the camel do? C, the camel does nothing. Question 3. What do the animals tell the genie about the camel? A, the camel does not help with work. B, the camel will not stand near them. Or C, the camel is not feeling well. In the story, it said that the camel would not help with the work. So that's question A, or answer A. Read the underlined sentence. What does the genie want the camel to do? And the sentence it's underlined says, you need to change your ways, he said. So what does he want him to do? A, appear near the animals. B, get mad at the animals. Or C, help the animals. What is something that he wasn't doing before that he now needs to do? Help the animals. Okay. We have 2 questions left and then we'll be done with this section. Question 5, how does the genie feel when the camel says, humph? The genie is afraid, the genie is mad, the genie is sad. We can find it on page 5, so let's go back and look at page 5 of the story. Is humph all you can say? The genie asked. Humph, humph, humph. So it kind of sounds like maybe the genie was feeling mad. That's what I would think. I would think that the genie was feeling pretty mad. He didn't seem scared and he didn't seem like he was sad about anything. So the answer must be bad. The last question, question 6, says to look at the chart and what happens at the end of the story. So we're looking at the pictures up here in this box, and then we want to know what's going to go here. So you have to look down here and figure out what happened last that you can put in this space. The first box is showing the horse talking to the camel, and then it shows all the other animals going to see the genie. And then at the end, what happens? The genie yells at the camel, or the last thing that happens is the genie gets a hump, or the camel gets a hump. Which one is it? Camel getting a hump, or the genie, or all the animals? What happened last? Once you figure that out, circle the picture, and I will know that that's the answer that you've chosen. Okay, we're going to be talking more about character using the next story, How the Rhinoceros Got His Skin, on the next video. Once you guys have finished your identifying character part, you can move on to the next pieces of your packet. Those should be self-explanatory. However, if you have questions, please reach out.